All right, we're back in Actione after a little bit of a holiday here. So, thank you for coming back to the channel. We've got a lot of stuff to get into, and yes, I want to talk about it. Seems like an absurd comment, but does Vipkid want a certain amount of existing teachers to leave who are likely getting paid more? And I want to talk about that. I want to look at this number right here and just look at it mathematically. Just like business, it's nothing personal. It does come down to sometimes on dollars and cents. I want to look at that number at the end of the video. Thank you for coming back to the channel here today. Let's get right into it. Okay, the tip for weight control today is on when you go out. So you drive your car anywhere, park as far away as you can from wherever you're going, whether that be the mall, the grocery store, your place of work, wherever. Park far away. Doing a little bit of walking each day is a big help, and if you have to walk a little bit further, that is great. Not only that, you're less likely to get into an accident because you're taking the undesirable spots that way also, and or get banged into by a shopping cart or whatever. So try and park as far away as you can with that. On to the coronavirus. So with Beijing, we have seen the cases spike up here in the last week. This is just since Thursday. They have gone 56 days without any cases, and now all of a sudden they have had roughly 50 in the last week. So this has caused Beijing to really close down and lock down a lot of things, including schools, from what I can tell, shopping malls, cinemas, etc. So what this is going to mean for Vipkid or for our bookings is that we're going to see maybe the earlier part of the day get filled up a little bit more now, because a lot of the students are not going to school, and therefore they can book earlier on in our mornings or their afternoons that way. So just keep that in mind. Or night times, if you're working nights also, you might see those fill up a little bit more too. This is just in Beijing from what I can tell, but it may spread elsewhere. They're saying that this has come from a food market, from a cutting board. I don't know, but anyways, that's what they're saying for that part. Well, this is very much an unfolding story. Let's stay tuned to this one. On to the booking trends. Topic number 3, booking trends. Like, things are very, very different for me right now. I continue to bypass the pre-booking frenzy and go straight into the frenzy. And what I do is now I'm waking up, to teach at 4 o'clock. I start teaching at 5, wake up around 4. I'll look at my calendar and I'll look to see, okay, how many did I get from the frenzy? And I'll see maybe 40 or 50 or thereabouts. And usually I will look at 4, and then I'll look again at roughly 10 o'clock when I'm done teaching for the day. And typically I would have added, 10 plus extra classes during that time period as parents or trickle into the schedule and fill up my schedule. And it just doesn't happen anymore. I get what I get, it seems like, in the first few hours, and then the faucet just turns off. So it's just something that's been happening the last few weeks. I don't know, maybe you're seeing something similar. That's a trend that I'm seeing that is concerning, where not only am I not getting new students, I'm not getting my other existing students to come trickle in after the fact. So let me know if you're seeing something similar in your schedule as well. Thank you again for coming back to the channel. Please subscribe if you're new around here. I do love subscribers. You make my day. Thank you for those that have subscribed, and if you can subscribe, that would be just dandy. Also, if you can like the video, please do hit that like so that I get a few more views. Also, if you find something useful of what I'm sharing here. Okay, on to the tip. So on a teaching tip, this is what I've been using a lot lately, and if I can get through the class in enough time where I've got a little bit of time at the end, I love going back to the objective screen, and that's where I do a summary to summarize what has been taught. This is good for a lot of different areas. Those being, it's great to reinforce to the student. That is excellent to drill into them what has been taught and make sure they understand. Not only that, it of course looks good to the parent also, and will help, I think, with you retaining the student. So if you can factor that in, it's working for me. It might work for you there also with that part. Now on to the leave. So do Vipkid, do they want a certain amount of existing teachers to leave? We know there's an abundance of teachers right now. I would guess there are over 125,000 teachers right now. We see the bookings are at all-time lows for a lot of teachers. Now that's not everyone, but a lot of them are sharing that sentiment. And we look at the changes that have taken place. Let me give you 5 changes that we've really seen in the last, let's say, few months. We have seen the new pay structure for existing teachers. Not well received by most. We have seen priority bookings here being announced to be going away with here, which again is not great for existing teachers in my opinion. Yes, they are coming out with a 4-week priority booking, but a lot of teachers, including myself, don't like that because of flexibility issues. We have seen number 3, the TEFL certificate. And yes, that isn't a requirement, but hint, hint, wink, wink, I think you need to get it. Otherwise, maybe your bookings will be decreasing if you don't get it. So we've seen that, and now you have to go out and spend time doing that. That might not go over well. We have seen the feedback issues. So them moving things in the portal, which has caused existing teachers' feedback percentage to pretty much hit all-time lows, which again, that isn't going over well, of course. And we've seen bookings. Of course, that's been an ongoing issue, but especially in the last, let's say, couple months anyways, the bookings have really come down with the excess or the adding of teachers. And again, it just, you sort of look at all that and then you look at it mathematically. And again, this is all my personal opinion. It comes down to business, I think, and it comes down to numbers. Look at this number here. So if Vipkid adds another 100,000 teachers, they'll pay $100 for referrals. That comes out to $10 million. That's all it'll cost them to get another 100,000 teachers. Remember, I mentioned in a prior video that if they shave off 50 cents for each class taught, they will save $35 million a year. This is a one-time fee. They will save $35 million a year. So, I mean, business-wise, it makes sense. It does. It makes sense that teachers that are existing right now, a lot of them are up in around $9. They've gotten, they've received the increases over the time and well-deserved. But our new teachers, a lot of them are coming in at like $750 or thereabouts. And it just comes down to math on that one, where they're able to save a little bit more money. And maybe the investors are saying, listen, you get your cost down per teacher to a certain level, and then we'll give you the money to then copy and paste this into a new country. So I don't know. That's just how I'm seeing things. It makes sense mathematically that way. Of course, it's like airplane turbulence. I don't mind a little bit of airplane turbulence, but of course you don't want the plane to go down. So having a few teachers leave that were making a little bit more money, when you can have other teachers, when there's a surplus of teachers that can come in that are making a little bit less, makes mathematical sense. It's business. It's nothing personal. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I could be very much wrong. Be wrong on this. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think with all of this. Thank you for coming back. Please like, please subscribe. We'll do a video in the next few days. Bye, everyone.